What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. It's your girl Portia Shea Sarai Dorsey, aka Professor P, and we are expanding your success mindset. Today I'm going to be talking about a word that a lot of us know, but I'm going to talking about it in a little different spin on it. And that word is the word integrity. Say it with me, integrity. Now, most of us know exactly what integrity means. If we say someone's a person of integrity, I have the definition here. It says being honest, having strong moral principles, and refusing to waver. So you can't be bribed, you can't be bought, okay? So being honest, having strong moral principles, and refusing to waver. So that is the definition of integrity that most people know, most people live by. But I want to talk about integrity in a slightly different way. And I want to talk about it. When you talk about integrity, let's use, for instance, the integrity of a fabric, right? So a fabric with like a leather fabric is a fabric of strong integrity. It's going to be hard to rip leather in two. Versus cotton, which has a weaker integrity of fabric. You know, guys who rip their shirts or whatever, they can do that with a cotton shirt a lot easier than a leather shirt. Never seen anyone rip a leather shirt off. So you are crazy strong if you can do that. But I have 3 points that I'm going to share about having the second type of integrity, like the integrity of something, right? It's like what you're made of, okay? What you can withstand. So the first point is that this type of integrity, it's more based on resilience than strength, okay? So you're standing firm against adversity. You're that tree planted by the rivers of water, right? When the wind comes, you know, it may sway, but it's not gonna fall down when the storms come, when the torrential rains come, right? It may shift, it may tilt, or it may not, right? That tree is going to be there. It is rooted. Its roots are really deep. The integrity of that tree is solid. It's able to resist all kinds of things that come at it, all kinds of adversities that come at it. Okay. Second point, talking about integrity. It requires a strong confidence in your beliefs, in your own internal compass, right? What God has told you, what God says about you, what your purpose is on earth, your value that you have, right? Because when you're able to stand, when you're able to have that resistance, have that strong integrity about you, where you're not easily ripped, you're not easily torn apart, you're not easily swayed. There's something internal about you that allows you to stand there and take that, come what may, right? There's something that you have a strong faith in your purpose or in what God says about you, where you're not going to be swayed by what things look like. If God told you there's a business inside of you, or that he's going to do something for you, and an occurrence happened that doesn't align with what God said he would do, you're not swayed by that. The integrity of the fabric, right, of your purpose is strong. It can withstand that. It can withstand a little adversity. It can withstand things not looking like they're going to pan out the way that you are planning for them to, or the way that you thought they should. Okay. Last point number 3. So to be able to have this integrity about yourself, where you're that strong fabric, you're that strong material, and you can withstand adversity, it takes being also very future oriented. So having a strong ability to remain future oriented. So again, it kind of links in with the second point. You're confident in yourself and in your purpose and the track you're on, and you're not easily swayed. But also, it's not just about the here and now. It's about a future point that you're trying to get to. It's about your believing that your ladder will be greater. You're not going to give up. You're not going to give up the track you're on to go try and look over here and see if this is going to work, or see if that's going to work, or go try this and go do that and go do that. Like there's an assurance about the path you're on. There's an assurance about the person you are. And there's an assurance about the end result, whatever you're working towards, whatever that big picture is. Write the vision and make it plain. Though it tarry, it shall come to pass, right? And so you're confident about that harvest, that in due season you'll reap a harvest if you'll faint not. It's that for the joy set before him, right? He endured the cross. It's that future promise that allows us to stand in integrity, that allows our fabric to be strong. It allows our tree to stand against the waves and against the wind. So yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I actually got this from the book Integrity. I should have the book out and I don't have it out. This is gonna be awkward. Let me see if I can find it in 2 seconds. No, I paused the video. Integrity by Henry Cloud. So some of that concept is in there. It's funny because I did not base what I talked about heavily on this book. I read this book a while ago, but the concept of integrity being like the integrity of a fabric, the integrity of an airplane versus like what we tend to think of being, honest, of moral principles. That concept, I remember, that's like my one takeaway from this book, but there's a lot more in here, obviously, but my 3 points are not from this book. They're just things that kind of came to me as I was thinking about that. But this is a great book, though, that I do recommend, Integrity by Dr. Henry Cloud. So with that, I'll love you and leave you, as they say. If you are interested in my success community, it's my free success community. That link is in the description of my channel, as well as if you'd like a one-to-one session with me, a success mindset session. The description to that session of what we do there and the link for that section is in the description of my channel. Until next time, y'all have a blessed one. Peace.